Previously on the Blair Radio Project, Blair and Billy struggled to open up a bag of crisps.
Audience, the bag is opening up right now, and look at that! There's a little microphone in it. There's a button on the side. Maybe you should press it.
With the boys now missing, and no other radio presenter willing to cover for them, 365 Radio have decided to replace Blair and Billy with a deeply disturbed and highly deranged sociopath by the name of Glowstick. Please enjoy this week's show.
Warning. The following show may decrease your intelligence. Changing the channel is advised.
Zero variety. Less music. More talking. Weird noises. The show your parents warned you about. This is the Blair Radio Project.
Hello. This is Glowstick here on the Blair Radio Project, covering for Blair and Billy. I don't know who they are, but I've been told that they're not here, so I've been asked to cover for them. So I'm here, me, now, covering for them now. They picked me up off the street. I said that was okay. They literally picked me up. I was laying there sleeping, and then they said, "Hey, you, nice shoes." I said, "Thank you. They're TVs." And they said, "Okay, well, cool. Can you cover for Blair and Billy, please?" I said, "Who's that?" They said, "Two very lovely unicorns." At least I think that's what they said. I don't remember. They asked me if I could cover for Blair and Billy. I said, only on one condition. If you were to give me a blue hamster. They have, in fact, given me a hamster, but it is not blue. I'm waiting for them to currently paint it. I still don't know what I'm doing here, or who these people are, but they did give me a nice sandwich. Half a sandwich. It was half bitten, but it was still good. Best sandwich I've had ever in my life. This one time, my father, God rest his soul, wish I didn't stab him, made me eat a sandwich. I found out later on, it was not a sandwich. They are now talking to me through the glass, I think, or they are trying to mime. I don't know. They want me to tell you that we're going to play a next song. We never played a previous song, though. They want me to play stuff, so we're going to play stuff now. I can't read, so I don't know what song this is. So I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
Blair Radio Project.
There's been an update with the blue hamster saga. The hamster is not blue, but I have dipped it in blue paint. I'm waiting for it to subside now. Hello, welcome back to the show. I don't know what we're doing here, but I know that I am covering for two very lovely unicorns by the name of Blair and Billy. I don't know who they are, but I hear that they're very lovely and that they're very pretty and that they go cloppity 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 clop. Here, we're going to play more music here on this show, but only after a few more moments of me talking. My name is Glowstick, and I was born at a 90s rave party. My mother gave birth to me in the middle of the dance floor, and because she was too inebriated to name me or pick me up, she decided to break a glow stick and let it drip onto my face. Thankfully, it's had no mental repercussions on me whatsoever. And from that day forward, I was named Glowstick. There, now you know who I am. Why don't you tell me about you? No, I can't actually hear you, but even if I could, I still wouldn't be listening. I'm really thirsty. Really thirsty! It reminds me every time I'm thirsty about how my dad used to breastfeed me until we encapsulated him in cement. That was a good day, but it did mean no more dad milk. Did you have an appointment? I asked Dad. An appointment for cement? An appointment for cement. He laughed. I laughed. He then beat me around the kitchen with a broken broom. I loved it. After that, he locked me in the kitchen cupboard where I became very closely acquainted with a broken pen. Not just any pen, ballpoint. To be exact, his name was Steven. Steven was very lovely, but a bit of a mumbler. How many days have we been locked in this cupboard? I asked Steven. 2.5, he said. But because he mumbled, it sounded like he said, tuna shaft. Tuna shaft, I said. 2.5, he said. This went on for about 3 hours, until finally I realized I wasn't in a kitchen cupboard at all, but instead a white padded room, and instead of talking to a pen named Steven, I was actually speaking with none other than my shadow. I thought I recognized those eyes. It was a very lovely white padded room. It reminded me of when my breast used to father feed me.
You're probably the only one listening to this. This is the world famous Blair Radio Project.
used to be a model when I was a baby. It's true. They'd use photos of me for anti-drug adverts. That propelled me into stardom. It got me my first major gig, doing commercials for dress-up umbilical cords. You know the one? The one with the jingle. If you got nothing to do and you're feeling bored, dress up as an umbilical cord. Para cuando tus hermanos tienen zapatos negros. The man in the advert would say. I didn't know who the man was, but he sounded like he had a very lovely upbringing. I made a lot of money off those umbilical cord commercials. It's just to say my mother spent it all on thimbles. Boy, did she love thimbles. We would have them with every meal. My favorites were always the blue thimbles. I particularly loved how the paint would chip right onto my tongue. Hamster update. The hamster that I shoved into a bucket of paint has now floated back up to the top. Unfortunately, it is now dead. But the good news, it is now blue, and I can't wait to suck the paint chips off of this.
I really don't.
Hello, welcome back. That last ensemble of carefully orchestrated noise reminded me of the old band that I used to be in. That's right, I used to be in a band. We were called Jefferson and the Jeffettes. There was Glowstick, that's me, myself. Jeff, short for Jefferson, the lead singer, and a pair of conjoined twins. They played bass. My role in the band was to roll around on stage and cry, while Jeff would kick my teeth in. It was only an act though, so after each and every show, I would duct tape my teeth back in. Until that frightful night when I swallowed them all because I was hungry. After I swallowed my teeth, one last tooth remained. The tooth that Jeff, short for Jefferson, could not reach. David was a very lovely tooth. His favorite color was aggressive peach. But then, one day, I took a hammer and broke both my shins. David was very unhappy about that. He thought I was trying to take his thunder, but little did he know, I did it for him. I took the broken shin bone fragments and taped them back into my mouth so that David would never be lonely again. Now, relax, sit back, close your eyes, and spread your legs because we're about to play the very next song.
Lower your standards. It's the Blair Radio Project.
I get overwhelmed.
Invented with the sole purpose of wasting your time. It's the Blair Radio Project.
I sure do love having TV on shoes. TV on small beats TV on big any day of the week. What's your favorite day of the week? I don't have one. Every day is equally painful to me, so I love them all. I was born on a Tuesday. At least that's what the milkman tells me. Milk. Every time I think about milk, I think about it. That giant cowboy hat climbing over the mountains so that it can consume my flesh. Well, I won't let it happen. Luckily, such horrors no longer exist, but I can't help but imagine it. Can you imagine? I can. And I do. Daily! I sure do miss my mother, though. I've thought about breaking into her flat, but I don't know if I want to go that far. In today's age, it's probably not even that hard to do. Just get a copy of the key made, and that's it. It's that easy. I miss bonding with her. Playing games, eating copious amounts of sand. Those are some of the best days of my life. Now the only game we play is tag. When I come over, she calls the police, and they tag me with handcuffs. They then take me to the milk room for a few weeks and feed me lots and lots of yummy pills. And then when they let me out, we get to start the game all over again. Yay! I miss those pills. Those yummy, yummy pills.
Playing the very best commercials with great music in between. You're listening to the Blair Radio Project.
5, 6, 7, 8. Be gone. Don't let go too strong. Get back. Don't let power attack.
Hello. Welcome back to the show. Have you ever wrestled an alligator? I haven't. But my dog has. He didn't win. Stupid dog. Now he's far less enjoyable to hold. Smells worse too. Do you like spaghetti? I don't. But I'll still eat it. This one time, I stapled a fistful of spaghetti to my head and sprinkled chicken chunks and Parmesan onto it and then let my friend lick it off. It was beautiful. That was just earlier today. I still have the sauce on my shirt. At least I hope that's sauce. But even if it's not, I don't care. It tastes good. Tastes very good.
You're listening to the Blair Radio Project.
Sometimes I pretend I'm a baby panda chewing on bamboo, but I don't have bamboo, so I just chew on pencils. I love that. I used to hate pandas till I learned that they wanted to die. Now they're my favorite animal. I wish I could play the banjo, though. Dad used to hit me with his. He was really good at it. Sometimes, when he would hit me with it, my teeth would get caught in the strings. It sounded beautiful. Mother would invite the neighbors, and they would all dance to the sound of my screams. My toothy, plucky, stringy screams. And then when the night was done, we would look to see just how far I could spit blood. My record was 25 feet. That was a good day.
It's time to lose your faith in humanity. It's the Blair Radio Project.
Have you ever noticed how the word bed looks like a bed? That was intentional. It was done by the Coca-Cola Company. They also invented the skateboard and shoes, but not TV shoes. No, that was done by Pepsi. What's your favorite color? Madonna's favorite color is blue. I don't have a favorite color because I'm colorblind. But if I could see colors, I'm sure it would be green. Have you ever terrorized a sheep with a drone? If you fly the drone into their head hard enough, it'll kill them. Not that I know, but I've done it before, and I'll do it again. Sheepskin tastes best with ice cream.
Are you going to have your ice cream now or later when you get home?
My father would ask. Of course I'll eat it now, or else the legs will melt.
Ah, but they won't melt if you put them in a bucket.
What kind of bucket?
A cold bucket.
My father is so full of knowledge. That's when I stabbed him. And then I took my ice cream and his head all the way home. And you know what? That was the best ice cream I've ever had. Ah!
You are listening to the Blair Radio Project.
Have you ever gone dumpster diving? I have. I love it. Sometimes I rub banana skins on my nipples. And then
So let me get this right. Having Glowstick on has actually increased our ratings.
Yes, these are the highest ratings we've ever had. Our listenership has doubled since he's been on. We now have 8 people listening instead of just 4.
But why?
They find him likable and easy to relate to.
Jesus.
Yes, so even if we do find Blair and Billy, I think we're best just firing them and just keeping Glowstick.
Yeah, that is what the numbers would suggest to do.
Indeed.
Indeed. He's a freak though, isn't he?
Sir, he should probably be put down.
I agree. Gerbert, I want you to write up a contract for Mr. Glowstick immediately.
Yes, sir.
Good.
The important-looking businessman in a suit on the other side of this glass wall, or visible mime jail, is pointing at the clock and pretending to cut his throat with his own hand. This could only mean that they're now finally going to cut off my head and release the ghost that lives inside my brain. How are you doing, Ghosty Posty?
Ooh, I'm a bit cold.
Don't worry, I'll pour more gravy in my ear to keep you warm.
Ooh, thank you, Glowstick.
You're welcome. I can't wait for them to cut off my head. I sure hope they'll be feeding sandwiches, because I am feeling a bit peckish. Sometimes I like to pretend I'm a penguin so that I could peck at sandwiches, even sandwiches that aren't mine. Just last week, I went to a restaurant and started pecking away at someone's sandwich. I said, "Look at me, I'm a penguin. Peck, 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 peck." The owner of said sandwich then stood up and punched me in the face. I loved it. Well, that's enough from me, Glowstick. And thank you all so much for listening to the show. I've covered for these 2 lovely, lovely, beautiful unicorns, Blair and Billy. Till next week, bye for now. Bye-bye.